Hi, my name is Beth Hiley, here for Board Game Geek at Origins 2018. I'm sitting down with Eric Bitterman from Sky Kingdom Games, and you brought us a satisfyingly heavy and large box, the Stonebound Saga.
Absolutely.
So what are we trying to accomplish?
So this is a high fantasy themed skirmish game, and it has some unique resource management. And yeah, it's 2 to 6 players, 45 minutes to play.
Wow.
And yeah, we just published this. We funded on Kickstarter last summer, and it's now available retail and online.
So a speedy saga.
Yes, not too bad.
All right, so give us a tour. What are we trying to battle our way through?
Yeah, so in the Stonebound Saga, you are controlling a team of characters who are training against this force called Tenebris that's kind of corrupting the world. So you pick, there's 70 different characters in the game, so lots of choices.
Yeah.
And you pick if you're playing 1v1, you pick 3 heroes from the 70 to build your team, and you track their stats with these character dashboards. So instead of paper and pen, you've got these nice dashboards, and you can move these sliders around.
I was going to say, because yeah, each one of these is an individual plastic slider.
Yes.
And these are all like pre-assembled when you get the game as well.
Yeah, the dashboards come assembled, but the arrows you put in. Yep, it takes about 5 minutes to put them in. Sure. Yep. And then so you're tracking the stats throughout the game, and as you battle, so you can see this is a large grid base, and on your turn you are moving your characters along this grid. Everything is orthogonal, movement and attacking, and then you are drawing cards from a resource deck to fuel the abilities that these characters have. So you've got all these choices throughout the game, and that's how it plays. And the game completes when one player's team is eliminated.
Now, when you're playing more than just a 1v1, how do you incorporate, like, let's say, particularly with an odd number of players?
Sure.
Or is this sort of becomes a melee style, or is it team versus team?
Yeah, it's team versus team, and if you have odd players, it does support that well. So it scales, and normally the dashboards here are on the side, so the whole,
you have the whole grid.
Yeah, so the whole grid would be available. But if you're playing, let's say, 2 versus 2, every player would actually get 2 characters and 2 dashboards, so it's not so giant. But the game comes with 12 of these dashboards.
Oh wow!
So absolutely. And if you're playing odd, say 1 versus 2 or 2v3, you can just match the amount of characters versus the amount of characters on both teams. So, and the teams alternate each turn. So
now, as you're picking what characters you want to play, I imagine that there's all. Are you aiming? Can you have a team that specializes in something? Can you have a balanced team? Is that part of the whole critical decision-making process?
Absolutely. So we built it to be a competitive game, and there's 70 different characters, and there's 7 different classes of characters. So if you want to play heavy defense, you can use Watchmen or Sentinels. Those are our big tanky characters. Or if you want to, go directly for a lot of damage, you can choose, say, Marauders or Vanguards. Or you can pick something more ranged and stay back and, volley arrows across the field. So you've got lots of different options.
So I imagine, too, that would give you a lot of exploration room to try a strategy you've never tried before.
Exactly right. The goal was every time you sat down, it was something different. Nothing the same every time. And with 70 different characters and close to 300 unique abilities, you've got a lot of options.
So that makes me wonder how much time that took you guys in development.
A little bit, yeah. So it started as a miniature war game years and years ago. And as we developed this over the years, it changed to more of a card format. And we got really serious about developing and balancing this about 5 years ago. And I've got a team of about 15 people that got together, and we played this a couple times a week for 4 to 5 hours each time to make sure everything was balanced. And yeah, it's ready for play now.
I mean, those are exactly the things you want to hear, being like, yeah, we put in the time.
The work has been done.
Now, with all that variability in characters, is there any variability in the board? In that you could change the size, or? So
the board is fixed. It's 25 by 35 inches, and this is the board that comes with the game, though we do have a playmat version that has a different design. But the actual aesthetics of it don't affect the gameplay. Though we do have an expansion on the way, and that introduces terrain cards that actually affect the spaces in the board itself. But for right now in the base game, it's just the game board itself.
I was going to say, there's certainly plenty to dive into.
That's
and
right.
I can tell you by the heft in picking this up how much is still in here from you bringing this by.
Yes.
Well, Eric, I really appreciate you letting us take a look.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled this is available now. And if you guys want to check that out, that is the Stonebound Saga, which is being published by Sky Kingdom Games. Thank you again.
Thank you.